fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. And we have in front of us this gloriously imposing arena, absolutely perfect for a game of this nature. Solid! Now that is commitment to the cause. And we have our very first corner. And now they can spring out of defence. And it's Griezmann. Ruben Dias cuts out the pass. Moved on forwards. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Yeah, Jan Oblak. He's not someone you often see pulling off spectacular saves, but that's about the highest compliment you can give a goal.
Grealish! Oh, that is really good tenacity. Jimenez getting this one clear. And now a sudden chance to counter. Griezmann charging forward, the ball at his feet. And that's cause for mild irritation. Llorente. De Paul. He's got the shot away! Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. Well, it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. The fullback is in acres of space here. Lovely bit of skill. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Molina defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Neither side yet able to force a breakthrough here. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
That just required a bit more oomph to reach its target.
Now it's Haaland. Pass somewhat off target. Oh, the ball's run loose here. Oh, can he get onto this? Llorente. Griezmann. Genuine physical edge about this game. It is quite attritional. Gundogan. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
The movement was good, but the pass lacked authority, a cause of mild frustration.
Well, the referee has made it pretty clear now that this is his last chance.
He just needs to find the control button on his aggression before the ref does it for him, Peter.
De Paul, he's having a go, and he's following up. Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
And the pass is intercepted. Koke. 15 minutes till half-time. Now he's off and running. Lino. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And it's Gundogan. Short changes him with that pass. Koke. Llorente.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
Griezmann. Lino going full steam ahead down the left flank. He saw the danger and he went crashing in. Grealish. 0-0, but nevertheless a very decent game. Can he stop it going out? Lino. It's Griezmann! It's there!
Yeah, I'd call that transition with bite. They won it back and bit hard.
So the first goal of the game.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
Molina. The only breakthrough then came late in the first half here, and that is the difference. 1-0 the score. It's their second corner of the game. And now a sudden chance to counter. Molina bops him off it and wins back the ball.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
And again they run up against stubborn defending. Into stoppage time, whistle due any moment. Molina. De Paul. Pass is just off target. And it's half-time here. So the end of the first half, both teams have had their moments. There's been no shortage of talking points, but there has been just one goal, and that is the state of it at the break. 1-0. So your views on the first half?
A lead that's fully justified for me. They've shown some excellent counter-attacking now, and it's paying dividends.
Leading 1-0 at the break. Whistle goes, and we start the second half.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the ball quicker, Peter. Entice your opponents out. See if you can open them up a bit more.
It's a mighty effort! Harmlessly behind. De Paul. Molina. Can he finish? Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
Sorloth deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
Reynaldo getting this one clear. Molina. No, again there's no way through. Lino. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
There they go, hunting in packs. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending and they got away with it.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
And it's Griezmann. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Just coming up to the hour mark, and it's still 1-0. De Paul, he won't be happy with that one.
Attendance for this match was 71,550.
Quarter of an hour into the second half. That's a shade optimistic. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Look, the game is full of ifs and buts. If only the pass could have completed its journey.
Now it's Haaland. Might be danger here.
Well, it's good stuff. This is better.
They're coming again and again.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, while the temptation's always there, Peter, I think it would be ill-advised of them to try settle for what they've got.
Spread out to the left. Koke. Lino. Couldn't quite squeeze that one through.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And, of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
And it's Gundogan. Interesting ball. Shot a goal! And that is doing no harm at all.
Okay, it's come to nothing, but it's a warning of further threat on the break.
Number 19, Gundogan. Coming on the field, number 26.
Closing in on the last quarter of an hour.
Number 27,
Llorente. Azpilicueta. De Paul. Alvarez. There's the hit! And yes, it's there! 2 up and threatening to pull clear. Really tidily gathered and ultimately a more than tidy finish.
Yeah, I really can't say enough as to how good the final ball was. It took the defence out of the equation for that split moment, and the damage was all done.
Number 19.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Yeah, I can't think of a better time, Peter, to get that 2-goal cushion. That, for me, should be decisive.
And it's Griezmann. Lino. Lino power in with a header! Oh, he's been caught on it! Tries a shot! They are rampant! And the lead is extended still further. Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Well, that defence is perplexed by the fact they've allowed him the space.
A case now of complete control.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. No way through. Five minutes left on the clock. Over to the left. Reinildo. And here's Koke. Stones. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Oh, shooting chance! He scores! Surely now they are well and truly out of sight. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing, having the composure to score is another.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
Well, he's been on a crusade, and his first goal seemed to just whet the...
And the shot! And it's played forward. He's in plenty of space here. Oh, smashing header! He scored! A lovely header, but really it was all about the delivery.
Yeah, he makes those runs with great stealth and a ghost-like arrival to get his...
And we're done. So a real showpiece win. This lot was simply far too clever for their opponents, and despite their best endeavours, it has ended in an easy win. Alvarez collecting the match ball, and it is his.
Area around the stadium is strictly forbidden.
What are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Well, the look on the manager's face says it all. He knows he set his attack up perfectly, and the players carried out his instructions to the letter, it would seem. Everything working very nicely.
And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. There's the whistle. Now that's well seen too. Fabian Ruiz. Great chance! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
OK, it's come to nothing, but it's a warning of further threat on the break.
Well, that is one way to stop him. Kvaratskhelia, and that's been intercepted. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. They're back in possession and struck first time. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Well, that pass isn't the best. Played out to the left flank. Kvaratskhelia. Longley getting this one clear. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, this guy, Rodrigo de Paul, is one of the very best when it comes to moving the ball.
Great hit! Vitinha. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
The pass has gone astray. Knocks it back.
Modern football for you and all that pressing.
He's found a way through. Llorente. Donnarumma claims it. Dembele. Still goalless. Here's Vitinha. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. João Neves tries a shot! Goal! Paris Saint-Germain!
Yeah, I'd call that transition with bite. They won it back and bit hard.
Paris Saint-Germain have fired themselves in front.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
Cleared without hesitation. Paris Saint-Germain with the corner, they're first. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. And now a sudden chance to counter. Now it's to Paul.
That's positional goal, the utilisation of space.
Always. Now the finish! He scores! And the lead lost no time at all.
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
Lino. And here's Griezmann.
Such good technique.
He's shifting through the gears here. Hakimi. Pass somewhat off target. Koke. Lino. Molina makes the interception. And Witsel. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. PSG on the counter-attack.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Witsel is there, and he can get that clear.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Mendes got a long way forward to join the attack. That is a brilliant interception.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Griezmann concedes a free kick for that. He's going for goal! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
Look, it was achievable, Peter, but it needed his best.
Llorente spread it left. And it's Griezmann. And he was alert to it. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Fabian Ruiz. That is good alertness. And the first half is done. A pretty decent watch this, and each side has contributed in equal part. A couple of very good goals for the crowd to enjoy, and a game which is right on the edge. At half-time, it's 1 each. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Look, this match promised goals, and it certainly hasn't let us down. It's been really, really entertaining.
So, both teams heading off for the break. An interesting game has brewed up here, hoping perhaps for a little bit more from both parties in the second half, but the score at half-time is 1-1.
Recordamos a nuestros espectadores que pueden acceder a toda la información relacionada con nuestro equipo en nuestra página web oficial.
And so we're off again. Oh, nicely intercepted. De Paul. Longley. Now he's off and running. Just no time to dwell on the ball there. That's a good run he's making there. Hakimi. And here's Ramos. That's a decent clearance. And he's had a hit. Gets his pass away. Dembele. Well read. And the danger is averted. And he's heaved it away. Played in deep. Oh, it just needed a better touch, and you could see his annoyance.
Yeah, very careless, and I leave it at that.
Oh, it's a sweet ball, that.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Defending of the desperate variety. Got a shot away! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. That's a half-decent try.
Well, to put it this way, he's probably made better decisions.
Corner number 2 then. Gets his head to it! Decent enough try.
That is a really good chance missed, Peter. Certainly the way he's been playing.
Reinildo. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Longley spots it and intercepts. Dealt with nicely by the defence. He's gone forward. Llorente. Just about up to the hour now. And here's Griezmann. And he's managed... Griezmann! It's there! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. And that really is so impressive. So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
And they deserve great credit for turning things around, but they'll now need the defensive resilience to equal that attacking.
And he's gone looking for safety, but they've got it again. It's Dembele! It goes to show he is human after all.
It was very much worth a try, and I've seen worse. That should tee him up nicely for his next attempt at least.
Okay. That is a little undercooked. Gonzalo Ramos. Caught offside that time.
But this is exactly the approach they have to take now, Peter.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. And he was quick to react. Lino puts his foot on the gas. Oh, and he's through the middle. Hakimi. João Neves. And he cuts out the supply. He's gone direct here.
Cambio de jugadores.
A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
Reinildo. Longley. Llorente is onto it in a flash. Oh, easy pickings there. De Paul. And that could set him on his... Solid! That is decidedly lacking.
All he'll be thinking is, please, ground, swallow me up.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 9.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
Griezmann. El dorsal 12.
That's been cut out, well played.
El dorsal 10.
Alvarez.
El dorsal 4. Se va a llevar a cabo un cambio.
He's in plenty of space here. He's picked his way through. And that is expertly dealt with.
There's a real appetite from them to finally put this game to bed, but will they?
De Paul could move up a gear here. Hakimi. Zaire Emery. Gonzalo Ramos. He's got tall. Oh, extraordinary.
Another example of how comfortable this team is on the break.
Marquinhos picks it up from the goal kick. And that's a good big chance! Denied by an instinctive save.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
The message is simple: defend this with your lives. And that should get the job done. Shapes to shoot.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
He steps in, and that's the end of that. Gonzalo Ramos. Molina clears it away. Gets a good foot in there. Oh, it's come loose. Lee Kang in. That has not gone well. Molina getting this one clear. Witzel clears. And there goes the final whistle. What a terrific response it was to adversity. What a fantastic game from those players. What unity, what joy. That was so very, very good. Terrific recovery, a really fine win that, Jim Beglin.
This has been a very composed response when trailing. There was no sense of anxiety, just a belief to stick to the game plan and stick together. And it's been a very impressive turnaround.
So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both, a very good evening.